It's true that losing her sister drove Ruth to take some extreme measures, but I believe siding with her is the right thing to do.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to...
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Muting volume now. Unit moving to destination.
Heading back.
Looks like he sealed the door. Try throwing that switch down there. That should get us through.
Navigating to requested location. Mobile command accepted.
Nice work. We're close to the exit.
Tether engaged. Returning to customer.
We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out. This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy. I imagine you don't hear this very often, but that's remarkably clever of you. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move. Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
It's true that losing I've never cared much for purple-berry juice, but I can now say unequivocally that I'm repulsed by it.
Life was merely an illusion anyway. We've had quite enough of you! Your deck is soon to be stackless! We are just that good!
Spokesman said that the unveiling would be indefinitely postponed. What did he mean? Are we going to have to wait an entire week? 2 weeks?
I suspect it may take longer than that. If the murder isn't solved, the unveiling could be postponed for as long as a month.
Greetings, attractive patron.
Me, oh my. How... anything...
I got a little too close to one of those infected. Their breath practically reeked of purpleberry.
It was dreadful.
You've returned. Now, what...
I suppose you could call it that, but that don't mean I poked around her room or nothing while she was out. That'd be a huge breach of hotel policy. Besides, knowing Helen's athletic acumen, anyone who tried probably would have been found, beaten senseless, then hurled into the hallway, followed by the contents of a garbage bin. Probably, that is. It'd probably happen, but it didn't. I'm just theorizing. What? Oh, Laws, you didn't find my story, did you? Sakes alive, that's embarrassing as all hell. I guess I should have hid it better. Well, since there's no way to put the leather boa back in the skinning machine, I might as well ask. What did you think? And my old man said I never amount to anything. Move over, board announcement writer 256. Norville's coming for your job.
Aha! Always so. Next stop.
I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
There's no room service, right?
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
You think Helen's looked my way yet? Yeah, I'm sure she did.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence. I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites. That's a question mark. Look, never mind, just listen carefully. I need 2 ingredients. Essence of sprat and a pod of parasite eggs. Please, for the love of the law, don't eat either. Go to the spaceport warehouse and look for the sprat essence. You can find an egg pod in the wilderness reserve. That's the place with all the trees. Please, let's not give Spacer's Choice any ideas. Essence of Sprat is not a perfume, thank the law. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony. Dr. Blossom experimented with Sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic. That's reassuring to hear. I have complete confidence in you, and I'm not regretting my decisions at all. You'll be fine. The equipment was designed to be used by your average Rizzo's worker. It's practically idiot-proof. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites. I like the way you think, Inspector. We could use another ally. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you. I'm not accustomed to talking about Belinda, but I'm also not accustomed to the kind of sympathy you showed me earlier. So I'll make an exception for you. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend. Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an act of theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go. And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom. Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time. No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen,
attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that. What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. It's a long story, Inspector. It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go, but I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no. Belinda and I are Halcyon Helen. Halcyon Helen is a creative property owned by whatever company sponsors our latest picture. Rizzo's financed the majority of Terror on Monarch, which means they currently own 51% of Halcyon Helen. We were required by law to take the job. Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out. Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect. Bertie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging. The Purpleberry Orchards was the heart of Ludovico's operations. I knew I'd find some answers in the R&D lab. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants. I can't do this without your help. I tried doing this on my own once, and look what happened. I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized. I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else? Yes, Inspector. I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off. Would you believe me if I said I gave the constable a chance? I spoke to her in her office. I told her everything. Belinda, Ludovico, the parasites, all of it. Maria said I was guilty of corporate sabotage, and that she had a duty to report me. She told me how sorry she was, and I told her the same thing. And then I shot her. Maria was defending my sister's killer. If someone murdered one of your crew in cold blood, what would you do? So you do understand. Was there anything else? Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and I... we had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language. That's kind of you. Thank you. You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory. I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just 1 step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, 1 step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you. I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time? This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this. So this is what a clean room smells like.
Hey, Captain. I'm just gonna stand here quietly and hope Miss Helen doesn't look straight at me. Mostly because, honestly, I don't know what to make of her yet. Everything's so soft and silky and expensive.
Even the air in here feels too
Oh gosh,
sweet.
I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
Sticky.
You think they'd object to me setting up a tanning station here? I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Eridanos is a technological marvel, and they use it as a tourist destination to sell sweets and alcohol. The longer we stay here, the more I can feel my mind softening. The opulence of this place is stifling.
Sam's Special Inspector add-on includes a magnifying glass to sleuth out the germs and parasites that other cleaning products leave behind. Pigsty, slovenly. These premises are unsuitably disordered. When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, Sam units murder the competition.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
I'm leaving my shoes on. I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice. You think they'll let us expense the booze? I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.